Welcome, my friends. In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how I learned English in just 6 months from almost zero to confidently speaking and writing. No expensive courses, no magic tricks, just real, practical steps that anyone can follow. So if you're struggling with English or don't know where to start, stay with me, because what I'm about to share could truly change your language journey. Let's begin. How I learned English in 6 months, by someone who never thought it was possible. 6 months ago, I could barely hold a simple conversation in English. I would freeze, stutter, and overthink every word. I always believed learning English was a long, frustrating journey until I discovered that with the right mindset, strategy, and daily habits, it was not only possible but enjoyable. Here's how I did it, step by step, mistake by mistake, and with a deep sense of commitment. 1. I spoke English even when I made mistakes. One of the biggest shifts in my learning process was embracing mistakes. I used to avoid speaking because I didn't want to sound foolish. But then I realized mistakes are how we learn. So, I made a rule: speak in English, no matter what. Even if my grammar was off, even if I lacked the perfect word, I spoke. I talked to friends, teachers, online partners, and even to myself. Fluency doesn't come from silence. It comes from doing. 2. I found a speaking partner. I found a language exchange partner online. We met 3 times a week on Zoom. Sometimes we practiced free conversation. Other times we picked a topic in advance. Having a real human to talk to helped me gain confidence, improve pronunciation, and practice real-world conversations. 3. I memorized and repeated sentences, not just words. Instead of just learning random vocabulary, I focused on full English sentences. I chose phrases I could use in daily life. Can you help me with this? I didn't understand. Could you repeat that? What do you like to do in your free time? I wrote them down, spoke them out loud, and used them in real conversations. Repetition turned them into muscle memory. 4. I watched English movies without subtitles. Movies and TV shows became my classroom. At first, I watched with subtitles, but soon I challenged myself. No subtitles. I focused on how actors pronounced words, their tone, and how they reacted. Watching shows like Friends, The Office, and Stranger Things helped me pick up natural expressions, humor, and slang. 5. I built my vocabulary and used it immediately. Every day, I wrote down 5 to 10 new English words, but I didn't just memorize them. I used them in real sentences. I practiced writing short paragraphs using those words, and I also created flashcards with example sentences to review later. To make the vocabulary stick in my memory, I used a powerful trick. I mixed English words into my native language when speaking with friends or thinking to myself. This hybrid method helped my brain stay familiar with the new words and kept them active in my daily thinking. It was like giving my vocabulary constant mini-reviews without needing to study all the time. 6. I thought in English. This was a game changer. I trained myself to think in English, not just translate. When I woke up, I'd think, what do I need to do today? In English. When I was walking, it's a beautiful day, in English. It was hard at first, but within weeks, it became natural. 7. I talked to myself. Yes, really. Alone in my room, I would talk to myself in English. I would describe what I was doing. I'm brushing my teeth. Now I'm going to read for 20 minutes. This helped me stay immersed in the language and practice without fear of judgment. 8. I wrote short essays and journal entries. Writing helped me organize my thoughts in English. Every few days, I wrote a short article or journal entry, sometimes about my day, sometimes about a specific topic like my favorite book, Why I Want to Travel. Writing forced me to use new vocabulary and grammar rules. 9. I practiced with AI in English. One of my secret weapons, chatting with AI. I used English chatbots to have conversations, ask questions, and even get corrections. It was like having a patient, tireless tutor available 24/7. 10. I listened to English stories and podcasts. Every night before bed, I listened to English stories or beginner podcasts. I focused on content that was slightly above my level. This pushed me to grow. Some favorites included The English We Speak BBC, ESL Pod, simple audio books like The Little Prince or Sherlock Holmes beginner versions. 11. I watched grammar videos on YouTube. Grammar used to bore me until I found engaging teachers on YouTube. Channels like English with Lucy, BBC Learning English, and Learn English with Emma explained grammar clearly and with examples. Instead of memorizing rules, I watched, paused, wrote down examples, and used them in my writing and speech. 12. I stayed consistent even 15 minutes a day. Some days I had more time, other days less. But I never skipped a day. Even 15 minutes mattered. The key's consistency. Language learning is like watering a plant. Do it daily, and it grows. Looking back, I learned something even more valuable than English. I learned how powerful daily habits, courage, and self-belief can be. If I could do this in 6 months, so can you. Not by being perfect, but by being persistent. So here's my advice to you, my amazing friends. Don't be afraid to sound silly. Practice out loud even when alone. Use what you learn immediately. Build a daily routine. So here's my advice to you, my best friends. Learning English is not just about grammar and vocabulary. It's about mindset, courage, and consistency. If you're reading this, it means you care, and that's already your biggest strength. Let me tell you what I wish someone had told me when I started. 1. Speak before you're ready. Don't wait until you feel perfect. That day may never come. Speak now. Start small. Say a sentence. Ask a question. Even if you make mistakes, you're doing more than most people ever will. Confidence comes after action, not before. 2. Input before output. If you want to speak well, listen and read a lot first. Your brain needs to absorb the language before it can produce it. Watch English videos, listen to podcasts, and read stories, even children's books. You're not wasting time, you're building your internal language system. 3. Write to think clearly. Writing helps you organize your thoughts. It shows you what you know and what you don't. Start with a few sentences a day. Keep a journal. Write emails to yourself. It's one of the most underrated tools for language fluency. 4. Set small, clear goals. Instead of saying, I want to be fluent, say, I want to learn 10 new words this week. Or I want to talk to someone in English for 5 minutes. Achievable goals keep you motivated. Progress is made in small steps, not giant leaps. 5. Think in English every day. Train your brain to switch to English, even when you're alone. Look around and name things in English. Ask yourself questions like, what should I eat today? Or what's the weather like, in English? Thinking in English is how fluency starts. 6. Surround yourself with English. Turn your phone, laptop, and apps into English. Follow English YouTube channels, Instagram pages, and podcasts. Make English a normal part of your life, not just your study time. Immersion doesn't require travel. It requires intention. 7. Use technology wisely. Talk to AI chatbots. Use English learning apps. Watch subtitles. Record yourself speaking. Technology gives you tools we never had before. Use them to your full advantage. You have a 24/7 teacher in your pocket. Use it. 8. Find your learning tribe. Learning alone is tough. Join English-speaking groups online. Find a partner. Join a WhatsApp or Telegram group. The journey is easier when shared and when you're surrounded by people who lift you up. 9. Be kind to yourself. Some days you'll feel smart. Other days, you'll feel like you're going nowhere. That's normal. Language learning is not a straight road. There will be ups and downs. But every minute you spend learning is making you better. Never forget that. 10. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Repetition is how we learn as children, and it works for adults too. Review vocabulary. Rewatch videos. Reread your notes. Don't be afraid to go back and repeat what you've already learned. Mastery comes from doing it again and again. You don't need to be the smartest. You just need to be consistent, curious, and brave. If I can do it in 6 months, so can you. Just make English part of your life, not just your study time, because English isn't just a subject, it's a key. A key to more opportunities, friendships, and confidence. And trust me, 6 months from now, you'll thank yourself for starting today. Now go and start. One step, one word, one sentence at a time. And see you in next videos. Have a nice time.